y'all, and welcome to today's video. I am so excited because, you know, it's the end of the year where I am showing you my collection. I love sitting down and showing you my collection. We've already done eyeshadow palette collections. If you missed that video, definitely check it out. But today it is going to be all about face palettes, bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. I'm going to show you everything, and I have a ton of products to share with y'all. I love makeup. I buy a ton of makeup, and I'm going to show you my entire collection. I'm going to give you some little thoughts on things. We're going to look at everything, and I just hope you really enjoy seeing my collection. Kind of a chill, laid back type of video. If you do enjoy seeing my collection, please do give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Before we jump into it, I do want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new videos every single week, so please do subscribe before you leave. I'm currently uploading every single day for Vlogmas, so if you don't want to miss out, definitely stick around. But I know this video is going to be a long one. I have a lot of stuff to share with y'all, a lot of things to show you, so let's jump into it. Let's talk about face palettes, highlighters, blushes, everything like that. I've got my ABH glow kits. We'll kind of go through these so I can show you. This one is sun dipped. You can tell I've swatched these recently because I was trying to compare it to something, but these are so beautiful. These glow kits, a little bit goes a long way. I tell you, I think this was one of my favorite ones. This was sugar. So you definitely had some of those more pinky tones. Really, really beautiful. We have here Gleam. I really enjoyed this one too. This was one of the first ones they came out with. Again, like more kind of like icy pink cool tones. Really beautiful. I have Sweets. Beautiful. Now these really had some shades that for me were good blush toppers. Really enjoy this. I think people just got overwhelmed because so many were launching so often, but I think they have such a beautiful formula here. Aurora, I mean, I love colorful highlights still, and I think these colorful highlight palettes are just so fun. Moonchild was one that really started my love of colorful highlighters. These are pretty cool leaning highlight shades, but gorgeous. We have that glow kit from ABH. I have this one. This one people hated and I loved. This glow kit is very sparkly. It was a different formula for the ABH glow kits. And, you know, I understand not everybody likes sparkle in their highlight, but I personally do. So this one was probably one of my most used glow kits. I've got the Dream glow kit, of course, my favorite packaging. And we have colorful highlighters in that sparkly formula. Not glitter, just really beautiful sparkle. Again, I don't think this was one of their more popular ones, at least from what I saw, but I really enjoyed it. But I think the best glow kit they ever came out with was their Nicole Guerrero glow kit. And, you know, when I collabed with Adept, I just named my palette the Heather Austin palette, which I know it's so fun to give palettes names. And I definitely think I would love to like name a palette in the future or something. But when I was doing my Adept palette, I even told Adept, I was like, can we just do the Heather Austin palette? Can we like kick it old school beauty creator type of thing with just my name? You know, we saw the Jaclyn palette, Amrezy, Nicole Guerrero. Like that's kind of the vibes I was going for. But you know what? That was kind of a long story about nothing. But I love this glow kit. This is something I really hope ABH will come back with in the future, because I feel like this was universally loved. Just really, really beautiful. Such a great palette. I mean, Nicole Guerrero did an amazing job with this one. This one is a highlighter palette from BPerfect that they did in collaboration with Mitchell. Before there was a Made by Mitchell brand, there was this collaboration for Sub-Zero. This is an amazing highlighter palette too. We do have like a pink and blue highlight in here, and then there's something for every skin tone in my opinion. So really, really enjoyed that one. Let's see, this is just a collection of different things. I've got this KKW blush palette. I thought this one was really, really nice. I've got a couple of blush palettes from Likely Makeup. So we have the Fairy blush. I have the Clown blush. This one probably my favorite. I just love, you know, people look at fun, colorful makeup, and a lot of times they don't say, oh, that's so fun. They say it's clown makeup. So I love that Likely Makeup just kind of embraced it and was like, you know what, it's clown blush. We have the wet highlighter formula from Kylie. I don't know if Kylie Cosmetics still makes this putty formula, but it is amazing. It's like a cream to powder putty highlighter formula that definitely gave you that wet skin look. I also have this one right here, the wet set. I think this was an exclusive holiday one. I have, what is this? Ofra blush. Oh, this is the collab they did with Glam with Susan. So let me pop this open. Beautiful, beautiful, bright, bright blushes. I have the Pixi Hello Kitty palette. You know, I really love Pixi highlighters, but I didn't love this one as much as I love some of their other highlight shades. But, I mean, it's okay. It's just not my favorite, you know. I've got a few Natasha Denona face palettes. We've got the My Dream Cheek Trio. That is a tongue twister. I have the Love Cheek Duo right here. We've got the Love Glow face palette. So fun. You can definitely tell I've used this one a lot. The Rose Cheek Duo. Beautiful. And the Bronze face palette. This one I've probably used the most. Like, I really, really, really enjoy this one. I've definitely dipped in there a ton. More face palettes. Solmon highlighter palette from Odin's Eye. Alva 2 highlighter palette from Odin's Eye. This is my old Unearthly Low Light palette. I'll have to dig out my newer version, but bought this one, still love it. I have two face palettes from Lunatick Labs. These, I think, are what they call their contour kits. And I like these. These are really, really cool. They have some fun face shades in there, so I really enjoy those. And then I have the Blush Aesthetic palette from Loreal, the Glazed kit, Glazed Lit kit from Loreal that I bought. And I have this Carly Babel Il Makiage face palette. Really, really enjoyed that. All right, let's look at these cheap products. First up, I have Fenty Trophy Wife. I bought this when it first came out. I feel like this is pretty iconic. I have two Colourpop Sailor Moon blushes. So fun. I have this Pixi Hello Kitty. I like this one better than the one in the palette. This is the Friendly blush. I think the formula is a little nicer. I have some Dose of Colors I Love Sarai highlighters. Really, really gorgeous. I have Give Me Glow highlighter. This is in the shade Mirage. Very, very intense and sparkly. And these Give Me Glow Sunset Glow highlighters. So I've got that one right there. I think I have all three that were a part of this collection. And then this one that's kind of the deeper shade. Really, really beautiful. The Amrezy highlighter from ABH, of course, we love. Oh my gosh, my table is just getting full of sparkles. Then we have Iced Out from ABH. I liked this one too. It's like a white to yellow gold. I have some Ofra collaborations here. This is the highlighter they did in collaboration with Madison Miller. And then this one as well. the C Shimmer Highlight. Really, really like this one. The thing about Ofra highlighters is you can use them so many times and they'll barely look used. This is the blush chiclet that they did in collaboration with Samantha March, and the highlighter as well that she did. This one is called March Beauty Word Highlighter. So really enjoyed that. And then 2 other Dose of Colors highlighters. These were done in collaboration with Desi and Katie. More cheek products. So many. So many. Oh, I love blush, bronzer, and highlighter though. So I have this Kylie cream blush. I have here the shade Pink Me Up. I like this. It's pretty dewy though. I think this is probably best for somebody with dry skin. I have my Cover FX. Doesn't this look like soap? I really don't like the packaging, but I love the highlighters inside. And I still have my Jaclyn Hill Becca face palette. I love this thing. You can tell I've used it and enjoyed it and loved it. Colourpop and Physicians Formula. I've got 2 of their butter bronzers in 2 different shades. I have my NARS Soft Matte Bronzer, and this is a Colourpop Silver Strand Beach. I don't like the Colourpop packaging that they do on these. I think it's so hard to open, but I have that bronzer here. Jaclyn highlighters. I really like her putty highlighter formula. Ooh, so nice. And then this Fenty Beauty bronzer. I like this. It's pretty pigmented, so go in with a light hand if you ever tried this one. And then I liked this highlighter that I like that Colourpop did a colorful highlighter for the Hocus Pocus collection, but this packaging from Colourpop, like, I do not want to buy packaging like this. Like, I can't even hardly get it open, y'all. Finally. Also, I would just like a smaller pan. Listen, I'm all about getting a ton of product, but I'd rather have packaging that's a bit more functional, you know? Same with this Colourpop blush. It is so difficult for me to open, but I do like this. It just kind of hurts my hands to open it. This is the Text Me Pressed Powder Blush. I have this Unearthly blush. I don't think these are available anymore. They're very, very light and very, very pigmented. And then the MAC Stranger Things blushes. I love, like, this, so beautiful. Same with this. Really, really, really beautiful, beautiful blushes. I just like MAC blushes. I think they make amazing blushes. They used to get a lot of hype. They don't get a lot of hype anymore, but they're still amazing. This is NARS. What is this? Oh gosh, this is Laguna and Sin, I think, or maybe that's Casino. Yeah, it's the Casino bronzer. And then I have this limited edition from years ago, but I don't want to give up this. I used to love collecting MAC, like, limited edition things, and this one was so good. I think it was like their Nutcracker collection or something. And I have this Cosmetics blush. This is a very glowy blush, almost highlighter-esque in Faded Clementine. I have Sweet Cheeks Matte Blush from NYX. Really, really like this color. This color is Summer Breeze. And then this blush was a favorite. This is Crisp Whites from MAC. And you cannot tell, but I have used so much of this blush. It's so light, but there's something so, like, beautiful and glowy and peachy that this blush does when it's on the face. It's truly, truly beautiful. Now, let me come over here and see what I've got. Okay, another Unearthly highlighter. This one's the Bow and Arrow highlighter. So let me stick it here with her sisters. I've got this Cosmetics Majesty highlighter. Really, really, really pretty. I've got these from the Odense Norns collection. I just love a good colorful highlighter. I think most people really liked this one. This one right here was my personal favorite because I love a good pinky highlighter. And this one is kind of like that putty-like formula. I also have this. This was part of the Unearthly in the Dark collection, a blue cool tone highlighter. And this Catrice highlighter, so good. It's just kind of hard to find Catrice products, at least for me. Now that they're not available on Ulta, I kind of have to like hunt around for these. More. Haus Labs. This one's really pretty. I just think you can get, I don't know. I like it. It's just not like a total favorite, but it's Fire Opal. I have here the Anastasia Beverly Hills. They don't even make these highlighters anymore. I think I only have 2 now, but I loved these. Wow, okay. Hard to open again. I think I have So Hollywood and Peach Nectar now. I really liked the formula of these highlighters from ABH, but I have this one from Half Magic, and this one is their purpley blue one. I also have the neutral one, but I have that actually somewhere else. So the Half Magic highlighters though, beautiful. They really sink into the skin in such a beautiful way. This Jaclyn Cosmetics Vava Boom, this as a blush on me, stop. Love, can't even. This with the red lip is perfect for summer. MAC Cinderella. Oh, I used to love the MAC collections. They were so beautiful. This one was Show Gold, one of their holiday collections. And oh, it's so pretty, the snowflake in there. Okay, this is Soft and Gentle from MAC, a OG favorite. If you had Soft and Gentle, you were a baddie. Just know that, okay? Just know that. Let me know if you had this down in the comments. And then I've got Delicates. This was like a glowy bronzer on me. So usually like I would go in with a matte bronzer, bronze up the face, and then I would just take a large brush and kind of sweep this over top. So pretty on the skin, honestly. So pretty. Let's talk about some face trios. I have Adept Gianna. Beautiful light bronzer and highlight. This is Valentina Glowy Blushes for me. I have Ayana. This for me is a beautiful bronzer topper and highlight. And then I have Stella, which is highlight and blushes or blush toppers for me. I've also got Pat McGrath Bridgerton. The Bridgerton cheek palettes are out of this world. I love the blushes and the highlighters. And this one was not part of the Bridgerton. Okay, sorry, I was checking. This one, so pretty. I love Pat McGrath face palettes. I think they're just next level beautiful. More face palettes. Sigma Glow Kissed. This is one of my favorite highlight formulas ever. I really love it. I've got the Melt Amore y Mariposas cheek palette. I liked this. I thought this was fun from Melt. I have the Vieve kind of quad, their Dimension face palette. The Tiger palette that Hourglass did this year. This one was really fun. I would love to know, like, if you're watching along, what of these things do you have? I would love to hear, like, what your favorites are. This Tiger palette is really beautiful. Blend Bunny Noctilucent. I loved seeing highlighters from Blend Bunny. Again, color-changing highlighters. So gorgeous. We have the Oracle palette from Bella Beauty Bar. A favorite. This is going to be a yearly favorite, y'all. I love. And then my Sigma blush palette. Really love this one too. Like, I was so excited when I bought this to have all these blushes, and they're so nice. Okay, here's some more little cheek products. Sigma Alice in Wonderland. Love this one. And then we have the Cinderella. This one's definitely warmer, whereas Alice is more cool toned. And then this NARS Cheek Trio, I love. So beautiful. This is one of my favorite face palettes that NARS has done. Okay, Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension Face Palette. We don't see a ton of indie brands come out with face palettes like this. So I really enjoyed this one. I would love to see Manny continue to expand this line because I thought this was really, really good. It's just a bit large, which I know kind of turned a lot of people off. Okay, listen. This packaging, I hate. I hate this Pat McGrath Bridgerton packaging. I feel like I'm going to open this and find like hairpins or thread and needles like for sewing or something. But I cannot deny that I love the glowy blush formula and highlighter inside. I just hate this packaging, okay? I kind of expect a cookie when I open it. These loose highlighters were so beautiful. I don't even know if it's worth kind of opening. These are loose highlighters. They're very messy. I'm glad to have them, but I don't reach for these very often at all. Like rarely, because I just find loose highlighters to be a bit messy, but maybe I should pull these out a little bit more and get some more use out of them. Okay, let's look at these things. My Hindash palettes, I'm not sure where is the best place to store these because I don't know if I should keep them with my eyeshadows or my face palettes, but I have them with my face palettes right now and I find that I do use them more as face palettes that way. These are really nice, very interesting. I will say I prefer the original more than the new one, but that's just personal preference. The formula in both of these are really nice. I have, okay, here, the new Unearthly Cosmetics Low Light Palette. I did buy this one. As soon as it hit the website, I bought it. I bought it because I love the original so much, and I was like, okay, I need this new shade. It's completely different from the old one, so no real comparison there. And then I have all these blush duos from Juvia's Place. I love this formula. Let me just open maybe like 3 at a time for y'all. These are pigmented, but they're not pigmented in the way that you put them on and they don't move. You put them on and they are easy to blend. I would just say if you're like my skin tone and lighter, just go in with the light hand at first. Just dip in one time because you're gonna get beautiful pigment. And if you have dark skin, darker than me, I think you will really, really love these because you are not gonna have a problem getting these to show up on you. They're really, really beautiful, and I love that we have so many color options. They're at such a good price point. I find myself reaching for these a lot. And y'all see, like, I have a big collection and I keep reaching for these. Okay, this is Lunatick Labs Here Lies Your Face. These highlighters are beautiful. They really sink into the skin nicely. I've got this e.l.f. Electric Mood Face Palette. This is all creams, and I really enjoyed this one. I need to pull it out and use it more because it really is pretty. Okay, all of my new Oden's Eye highlighters and blushes that launched with the Solmon collection. So here I have Warm Sunshine. I do have a video with all of these from Oden's Eye. So that's their highlighter. And this is Azura Shine. Now listen, I've had people ask me about these, like, what do you compare the formula to? But if you look on Oden's Eye's website, it says that these are different formulas from one another. They're not, like, all of these aren't the same formula. So definitely check out their website because I can't necessarily compare the shades if you just say like, oh, I have the new Solmon highlighters because they're different from one color to the next. This is Moon Talk, the more green one. This pinky one right here is so beautiful. And something about these Oden's Eye highlighters that I really like is they put stickers on the back in the corresponding color. So like this one is the pinky one, okay? It's Rose Sky. So I like that. Without opening it, you can kind of just turn it over and see what color it's gonna shift to. So here we have Pink Sky. So it's like this yellowy pink. really hard to show like this. It's going to show better on the face in different lighting, like most shifty things will. This one is probably my personal favorite, one of the more special ones in my opinion. It is Lavender Dream, and it's like this purpley silver type of color. Here I have the blushes. Let me just put these out here and move the highlighters out of our way. Okay, here are our blushes. So some of these are glowy and some of these are matte. This is Rosette Love. This is one of the glowy ones. Again, we have beautiful stickers on the back that are so helpful. Orange Sunny. So this one is going to be a matte blush that has the more matte orange sticker. Warm Sun, I believe this is one of the matte blushes too. A really pretty kind of light orangey shade. We have Peach Gleam. Now, I'm pretty sure this is one of the shimmery ones. Yeah, really, really beautiful. Sunset Clouds. Beautiful, kind of matte, cool tone mauve shade. And then Sienna Luster. So this is another one of the glowy blushes. And this one, again, really, really beautiful. Oden's really outdid themselves with this collection. I love it. Bronzers, and a Glam Light highlighter. Their Frosted Flakes highlighter, so fun. I mean, the packaging, phenomenal. Extra over the top, yes. But when has Glam Light ever been subtle? Never. This is the Makeup by Mario bronzer. I actually have this in 2 shades, one for when I'm at my most fair and one for when I'm at my tannest. Love these. I have MAC Cosmetics Give Me Sun. This is a very warm bronzer, but it makes me look so sun-kissed. Another Physicians Formula bronzer. You can see I've hit pan on this one. This is the deep shade. I've got my One Size Trio. I really like these. These are pigmented, so you got to be careful not to go in too much. My Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, whatever you call it, bronzer. Of course, that one's a favorite as well. My Juvia's Place Bronzed Duo. Enjoy that. Vieve, I have this little duo from the brand. I like this as well. I have my L'Oreal Matte Bronzer. Well, that one's got a nice clear top. The Haus Labs bronzer. I like this one too. I have River from Ofra. This is the bronzer that my friend Samantha March created. And my Jaclyn bronzer in the shade Top Down. This is another bronzer that's a very, very warm toned. Almost can be kind of orange if you're not careful. Okay, my Hourglass, this is actually a face palette. This is the Ambient Lighting Palette Volume 3. I love using this as a bronzer palette for me, though. It's really pretty. This is actually a Sephora finishing powder, but I use it as a bronzer. So let me show you. I use this as a bronzer. Really beautiful on the skin. And then the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. Okay, I have a palette here and then some singles. This is the NARS Rising Star Cheek Palette. So pretty, y'all. I will never tell you to buy anything, but I will say I'm pretty sure this is limited edition and amazing. I have 2 of the Charlotte Tilbury highlighters. I really like. I bought both of these when she launched them, and I think they're both really, really pretty. One is a little more cool toned, one a little more warm. So, you know, you just kind of take your pick which one you like. I switch it up. I don't like to kind of do the same thing all the time. I like cool and warm tones on me, so I will use those both. I have my Get Wet highlighters from BPerfect. These are a putty, wet looking highlighter on the skin. They do have some sparkle to them, but that's what's going to give you that really wet look. All of these are incredibly beautiful, putty-like texture. and I love them. They definitely deserve way more hype than they get. I have the, is this the Givenchy Prisme Libre highlighter shade number 11. I have this Lunar Beauty single highlighter from, wait a minute. Now that I'm saying this, where's my Lunar Beauty highlighter palette? Let me find that. Okay, this is the shade Mars. And I have Golden Hour from Sephora. This duo, really beautiful. This is one of the best things that Sephora Collection has ever done, in my opinion. Really, really good. Okay, here's my Lunar Beauty highlighter palette. I stuck it with my Lunar Beauty eyeshadow palettes. I can't believe I forgot that. So here's this. This was from their Greek Goddess collection. I love this so much, but it's discontinued now. Okay, more highlighters. I'm pretty sure these are all highlighters. Yes. I have the Hourglass Metallic Strobe Light. One of the best highlighters ever. This has got to be in my top favorites. So underrated, but so beautiful. I have the Pat McGrath highlighter trio right here. This has been around for a long time. And they're beautiful. So you have like a white pink, a white gold, and then a more gold bronzy tone. Love these. I have, let's see these from Glamlight. So I have my Pina Colada highlighter, which I really enjoy. These are going to give you that intense, beautiful glow to the cheeks. And then this one is Mimosa right here. So for two different skin tones, a more yellow and then a more icy one. This Michaela trio I love. This is Sparkle Shifty highlighter. So beautiful though. I love the sparkle, so I love it. I've got Natasha Denona, I Need a Glow. I love this one too. But this is another one of my all-time favorite highlighters. The Super Glow. I have the shade 1 and I love this One Size Fantasia highlighter. You have to like go on the website and look at it because I can never get it to capture on camera, but you see like Mickey and this, there you can see like the Mickey and the stars. But then if you move up the mirror, you can see his face. I'm not sure if you can see it. I can see it, but I know what I'm looking for. So maybe that's why. And then the Cleona Fruit Lighters. These may have been my favorite thing from the collection because there was a bag, a palette, brushes, these nail polishes, and everything from the collection was amazing. They really did an amazing job. But these fruit lighters were just so fun. There's one for deeper skin, one for lighter skin, or if you're like me and you don't care if your highlighter is a little too deep for your skin tone, you'll wear both, because for me, makeup is about having fun, and I love both of these. I wear them and love them. Okay, here we have some blushes and highlighters. This is Fenty How Many Carats. This is straight up sparkle, iridescent sparkle putty, and I love it. I have Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This blush, I used to wear this like almost every day to work, and I love it. Pixi Delicate Dew, I'll say it, the best highlighter at the drugstore, in my opinion. I have my Vieve blush right here. I have two actually, Pesca and Piazza, I believe. I really like the Vieve blush formula. I have this Melt Cosmetics Phoenix. This is a highlighter. I use it as a blush topper though. I have Creamy Peach from Makeup by Mario. I have Poppy Pink from Makeup by Mario. And I also bought Mellow Mauve. I really like Makeup by Mario complexion products. I think they're super duper nice. I have my One Size Blush Trio. I really like this. I love a red orange blush though, and this is Firestarter. And then I have two Sephora blushes in Flirted Up and Hey Jealousy. All right, some of my favorite blushes of all time. I've never found a dupe. Every time I've tried a dupe, that people that say are a dupe to these Dior blushes, they are not. They're just not the same finish on the skin, even if they're the same shade. Such a beautiful formula. BPerfect Scorched Highlighter in Flushed. This beautiful pinky highlighter. And then I have the Polar Vortex highlighter in Ice Queen. BPerfect makes really beautiful products. I enjoy them so much. My NYX Winks highlighter. This is pretty. If you want to try a color shifting duochrome highlighter that has a lot of sparkle, and you want to try one that's more kind of like soft and putty like, this one is really, really beautiful. This Half Magic highlighter I love. This is one of my favorite things from Half Magic. The way it lays on the skin and just melts in while still being glowy and beautiful, I love. So this is Enter the Glow. And then I have this NARS Blush Quad, which I love. I don't know if they make this quad anymore, but all of the shades are permanent. Torrid, Savage, Exhibit A, and Taj Mahal. I just love this curation of colors. I love that we have a matte red blush and 3 glowy blushes. I think it's beautiful. And then Sugar Drizzle Darlin Nikki's My Lighter. And another pile of palettes and singles and everything. Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. I have had this as a favorite since it launched. I love the packaging. I love the product inside. So I was so happy when they came out with the Nude Prism Blush Palette for this year. A favorite for sure. Beautiful, beautiful shades. Okay, here are some things that are a bit newer to my collection, actually. On Top of the Mountains and Beneath the Stars, colorful highlighter palette from Sugar Drizzle. This one is different in that it's kind of like a putty-like texture, and it's pretty much cooler tones. Really, really enjoying it. I have this Persona blush. This is really pretty. I've been enjoying this. I know this is a favorite for a lot of people. I have, let's see, what do we have here? Glam Light Scooby Doo highlighter duo. It kind of shifts. It's really fun and very fun highlighter formula in here too. Colorful highlighters, the bottom shade being very, very sparkly and intense. The top shade is very intense too, but not quite as much as the bottom. But I definitely love, love, love this one. It's a favorite right now for sure. I've really been enjoying it. The Ghoul Light Unearthly Cosmetics highlighter palette. I could just eat this up. It's so fun and pretty. I have Martine Cosmetics. This highlighter trio, very beautiful as well. A little more subtle than the others, but still fun and out of the box. I have Pat McGrath. This blush right here, part of her holiday collection, as well as this highlighter that was part of her holiday collection for this year. Over the top beautiful. I still have a lot of Pat McGrath to show y'all too. We'll get there, but my Black Panther highlighters, this collection, honestly, with the packaging and the highlighters, it brought me back to the good old days of MAC in the best way. Like, they're doing really fun things again, and that makes me so happy. These highlighters are really beautiful on the skin. And these Pat McGrath palettes launched for this year's holiday too. So I bought them both because I love Pat McGrath cheek products, and I really bought them. Nobody was here to stop me, so I bought them. I can't, oh, they're not hard to open. They're really not when you're opening them from the right side, you know. So I bought both of them because I wanted to. Good grief. You know what? It's really late. I have been filming all day, so please bear with me. I bought both of these though. Oh my gosh, I love. And then my Kaleidos Symphony Face Trio, I use the shade Tan and love it. Okay, I just wanted to show this. This is kind of a mixed bag of things, right? I have some unearthly in here, some lethal in here, some other brands I don't even know, but I have them all in this huge Z palette. This is an Adept palette, and I love it for things like this, but I really need to organize this. But you know what? This is the reality right now. So instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna do this collection video, let me clean it up, like, no, it's imperfect right now. I need to organize it. I mean, these right here, these are eyeshadows, but it is what it is for the time being. Let me quickly show you my Colourpop Super Shock collection. I love Colourpop Super Shock cheeks. This is not the bronzers. We'll get there, but beautiful. I mean, these are all highlighters in the Super Shock formula, and I just cannot get enough. I think the Colourpop Super Shocks look so beautiful on the skin. I have both of these palettes that launched with their last collection. Oh, my little clasp is broke here. Okay, I need to be careful so those don't like dry out or anything. Okay, let me be careful with that one. But then I have all of these. So let me show you these really quick. I have so many from different collections, and I know Colourpop will bring these out, discontinue them, bring them out, discontinue them. So I have several different collections here, okay? We have the Winnie the Pooh Super Shock highlighters here. And then I have 3 from the Tinkerbell collection that I bought. 2 blushes and a highlighter. Again, love this formula. And then I have some just from different random collections. Let's see. These 3 I bought were part of like the roller skate collection. I forget what it was called, but I remember because they have these little stars and lightning bolts. Let's see. This one is Flexitarian, I think. Yes. I have used this, loved it. I bought one for my sister-in-law. She loves it. Like, can you see? I love this thing. It's so beautiful. If you haven't tried Super Shock Cheeks, I highly recommend. These 3, I want to say all 5 of these maybe I bought at Ulta. So I wish I knew what collection this was from, but at First Blush oh, no way, sorry, I was reading it upside down, Sounds Grape, and then we have Beeline and Double Down. Yeah, I want to say these I got at Ulta, but I'm not 100% sure. But I love my Super Shock cheeks. I try to keep them together in this little bin, and this stays somewhat near me when I'm getting ready because I like to be able to reach in and have all these options because, like I said, this is just a favorite formula for me. Okay, we have some more face products. First up, I have my Mother of Dragons highlighter palette from Urban Decay. Again, this was when they were doing really cool, fun things. Beautiful, beautiful formula. Love that one. And then I have some cream and liquid products here. So let's kind of go through these. Let's move this to the side, and I'll just kind of show you what I have in here. I have my Super Shock bronzer from Colourpop, my Huda Beauty Tan Tour in the shade Medium. I love this cream bronzer. It's so good. It's like a classic. This Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer, love this one as well. I would say, like, I don't know, maybe like top 5 cream bronzers. These 3, this one from Charlotte Tilbury, the contour one, and then it's got to be the Rare Beauty Bronzer 6. I actually have 2 shades, one from when I'm at my lightest, one from when I'm at my like darkest. I have like summer shade. I have this e.l.f. camo concealer that I've used for bronzer actually, and then I have the e.l.f. putty bronzer, and this Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. This is basically a cream bronzer. I mean, I know it was marketed as something other, but that's, I mean, it's a cream bronzer. You know, they just kind of like gave it a fancy name. It doesn't have a lot of pigment, but you know, kudos on the creative marketing, I'll say. But let's look at these cream and liquid products that I have over here. I bought 3 of the About Face blushes. I really like these cream blushes. The textures are really fun and they match what's on the outside packaging. I am guessing that was very expensive for the brand to do custom colored packaging for every individual shade. But I love that every time I'm looking for a shade, I don't have to memorize the names or open these because you can see like they match the shade on the outer packaging. I think that's so genius. I love that. I have this Lipstick Queen Black Blush. I made a TikTok with this. It was fun. I mean, it looks black, you put it on, it's like a berry shade. It's pretty gimmicky, but it's also pretty fun. Hindash Boy Tears, I love this as a highlighter. These, what are they actually called? Incandescent. These are liquid highlighters from Unearthly, and they are beautiful. They are very serum-like. And I just think they're so beautiful. These colors are really nice too. I have a video swatching these and things. They're really beautiful. Don't be intimidated thinking that these are like wacky colors. Of course you can like build them up and intensify, but if you just put a little bit on, it's just gonna give you a beautiful, beautiful glow. And I really, really, really like those. Like I would love to see that line expanded. I have a Rare Beauty blush in the shade Happy. I love this liquid blush formula. I have oily skin, so I'm a little picky when it comes to my creams and liquids, honestly. I really am, because I want something to wear well and not be sticky. I have the blush drops from Rodial in Frosted Pink. I really like these. This cream highlighter from Tarte is amazing. I bought this with my friend Angie, actually, because she was like, you need this, it's amazing. And I don't know what shade I have. Champagne Glow. Really, really beautiful cream highlighter. I have Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand from Charlotte Tilbury, as well as the Glowgasm shade. I love these. I've never found a dupe. I've tried dupes. I've never found one that I think was a dupe for these. The Sweet Cheeks from NYX. I've had a couple of these. This is my favorite shade, though. It's bright and fun and I love. And then 2 Fenty cream products. These were part of the holiday set from Fenty last year. I don't know if these are permanent items, but they're beautiful. So this is actually a blush. It kind of looks like a bronzer, but it is a pinky toned blush in Fenty Glow. And then this highlighter in Diamond Bomb. I love it. Did y'all know I was gonna say I love it? I felt like y'all knew I was gonna say I love it. But yeah, I keep my collection of liquids pretty small. I actually have some liquid blushes from Lottie London. Where do I have those? Because they should be in here with the rest of my creams and liquids. Update, my Kylie cream blush. I had it with my powders, it's going with my creams, and I found my Lottie London liquid blushes. I like these too, so I'm going to put these with my creams as well. Okay, all of my Sigma singles. Let's see. I have this. This was supposed to be like a glowy powder. I think Beaming Glow. I like this as a highlighter. I also have blushes, my Sigma single blushes. I have the blush palette too, but some of the single blushes that were released were not in that palette. So I have Tiger Lily and Bronze Star. Tiger Lily was in my friend Karen Harris's favorites set. I have a Sigma setting powder, under eye brightener in here. I also have Berry Love. This one is probably one of the ones that I use the most. I just really like that shade. I have, let's see, my Savannah highlighter. Beautiful. I have my blush. Here, they're matte and glowy blushes. This is Sunset Kiss. I have the highlighter here. Ooh, this one's like blinding. This is Moonbeam. If you are very fair, I think you'll really like that one. I have my bronzer in the shade Medium. I really like the Sigma singles. I think they're so beautiful. I also have the dark shade and what are you called? I keep these little plastics in to keep my mirror clean, but I know I shouldn't. This is Nearly Wild from Sigma. Okay, I have here some Pat McGrath products. Let's kind of look at these. I have my 2 Bridgerton highlighters. I love these. These have like a transparent base to them that just make them work on the skin so beautifully. This one too, I really liked this highlighter as well. I think it's so beautiful. This was Lunar Nude. And then I have this highlighter. This one has no sparkle, just a beautiful pink glow to it. I have, this is the blush in Flirtatious. Probably one of my most used Pat McGrath blushes. And then I have here this highlighter. I love Pat McGrath face products. This is Golden Nectar. I'll continue to buy them even though they're priced so high. Melt is one of my favorite brands. So let's look through these products. I actually bought 2 of their bronzers. I bought the shade Malibu and the shade Santa Cruz. They're not my most favorite bronzers, but I do like them, so I keep them so I can use them from time to time. These 3 from Melt, if you've been around at my channel for a while, you know how much I love these. I have all 3 shades from this line. They are so glowy, so beautiful, so flattering on the skin. I'm obsessed with these. I know people hate it when we use the word obsessed, but I'm so obsessed with them, I don't care. Okay, let's see. Pinched Cream Blush. Again, I have oily skin, and this is some of my favorite cream blush formulas. I have the shade Pink Sand because these are not so creamy that they slip and slide around. They actually go on the face really beautifully, and they're very easy to blend. This is Lynx. This is Honey Thief. And this is Sundown. I mean, listen, I love this formula so much that I bought 5 of them. 5 of them, that says something right there. Let me tell you. That means I have a problem. First of all, I buy too much makeup, but also they're that good. Kaleidos. Kaleidos, I love you so much. Let's talk about, I think this was the first highlighter I ever bought from Kaleidos. Was Mars Melter was in one of my first orders. Yes, Mars Melter. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. I love a pinky highlighter. And then I also bought, where is it? Prophecy. Their multi-chrome highlighter. I love a multi-chrome highlighter. I love everything. I now have Star Surfer. Some of these Kaleidos did send me. Some of these I bought myself. I have Moon Cruiser. These are so good. And I feel like Kaleidos has a very unique formula too. I can't really say I have a dupe to this formula. And there's several different formulas here. Multi-chromes, some sparkly, some more like without sparkles, like this one, which is Ray Rider. I have Solar Sailor, which is so pretty. The sparkle in that one's really beautiful. I have Gifted, their second multi-chrome highlighter that they created. And then I have Skywalker, which I love. Like, is that a Star Wars reference? Luke Skywalker. So fun. So yes, I have all the Kaleidos highlighters and I love them. And they're worth every single penny. Okay, let's talk about their mono blushes. The only downside with these is there's no names. The packaging I love. It's giving me all the nostalgic feels. And the shades are beautiful. The pigmentation is perfect. Easy to blend. Beautiful on the cheeks. I never hate my makeup when I use these. But every time I use them, and I have to tell y'all which one I'm using, I have to go on the website and match the color to the names because I never know. I love these two colors right here. I love them all. I use them all. These are some of my favorite blushes. And I think that's all of my bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. I hope you enjoyed this collection video. Please do subscribe. I hope that you'll stick around. I just love makeup. If you want to subscribe to a channel that loves makeup, then, you know, maybe you want to stick around, but I can't tell you what to do. All I can do now is clean up this mess I have made, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.